Hello everyone, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. Welcome to my channel tonight. I was asked by one of my subbies and friends, primarily friend Aaliyah, to do a little tutorial on these key tags that I had made, and I showed them in one of my I usually do a weekly video that is titled what I'm working on. So I had done these key tags one week for a challenge in the Spring Junk Journal Challenge, the Stash Buster one, I'm sorry, I can't say Stash Buster tonight, Stash Buster Junk Journal Challenge. So this was one of the mini challenge, and it had like 4 or 5 elements that you had to use to make something. So anyway, I made these tags. So they came out really cute. It was just kind of a spur of the moment thing. The challenge you had to have something round, something metal, I think something lace. So anyway, I came up with these, and I did think they came out really cute. So I showed them in that video, and Aaliyah had asked me to do a little tutorial on them. So they're really easy to make. And what you start off with, I pre-cut some manila folder little rectangles here. So all I do is this is how I make my tags. I cut, whatever I'm using to make the tag into the shape I want. And these are, I didn't think I needed my ruler, but I want to tell you what size these are. So, it's no certain size. It's whatever you want to do. And I'm working with regular size keys, and I don't want the key to overpower my tag. So I made these. This one is about 2 3/4 inches wide, and then the length is 4 1/4. So they're all about that size. So all I do, I just make it easy. So all I do not measure my little corners. All I do is just eyeball it. I cut them, turn it over, cut again, and just cut my little corners off. So not a big deal. I'm just going to make 3 here on camera right now. So we'll cut off 3 corners off of 3. Let's do a smooth one. Yeah, so this one's a little bit bigger than the others. I have 2 here. That's all right. 2 at one time. Save some time. So there we have our corners cut off. I've got 4 corners cut off, so let me get these out of the way. So that's what I start with. That's my base. These are file folder, like I said, so that's like cardstock. Let's see. I think I forgot my hole punch. So next, let's just, before we punch our holes, we are going to put on, let's put on our receipt next. So I had these vintage receipts in my stash. And so I just ripped them in half, basically. So I've got 2 here. That's enough for 3 tags. Let's kind of fold them so we know where the half mark is. And then we're going to rip them in half. And I don't think I distressed them ahead of time. Okay, so we've got 4 pieces there. We're only doing 3 tags. So let's get our tags spread out that we're doing and get that out of the way. And then I've got my glues here. My 2 favorite glues are glue sticks, just a regular Elmer's glue stick. I'm going to put some glue. I use a little glass cutting board to glue on, so I don't get glue all over, my table, or this is a placemat here on my table to protect And this is what I glue on over here. Whenever I'm gluing, I have this over to the side so I can just get glue on that, and then once in a while it's glass, so I can just go and take it in the kitchen and wash it off. Okay. This might be a little bit big for that one. Let's put it on this one. So I've got one. That'll fit on there. This is a little bit big for this one, so we need to rip another little strip off of this one. So it's not too big. So a little bit more glue here. And glue our receipts on. You can do this along with me if you want. You just need your cardstock, some vintage paper that you might like to put on here. I have some postage stamps here, used postage stamps. That's going to be next item we're going to put on. But you'll see how quick this is. I mean, you can make these up in no time at all. I just get glue all over it, especially on the edges. You don't want the edges to come up. And this is just paper, so the glue stick really works just fine on these. No problem with keeping everything glued together and stuck together. Okay, so now I'm going to pick out 3 postage stamps to put on these. No particular, design. I don't have anything in mind except for just, these are all my United States flag related kind of US stamps. I have another container with postage stamps that I keep separate from these that are different, like pictures like flowers and Santa Claus or whatever's on decorating other types of stamps. So I have those separate, so when I want to make something I can either pull from the US or pull from the pictures. So these I also just make sure I have one layer here and just also glue on with the glue stick and just get glue all over the back of it so it lays down nice and flat. And we'll put this at the top, kind of overlapping the receipt just a bit. Doesn't have to overlap, but I think it looks nice if it overlaps a little bit. So number 2, number 3. I've been meaning to do this for a while. Aaliyah asked me about at least 3 weeks ago, and I've had it, on my mind ever since then. I've got to do that. I've got to do that. I just keep it in my head, keep thinking about it until I get it done. So we'll get it done tonight. Next, let's do our distressing next. So I just have some vintage photo here, and I showed this in a previous video. I just use a foam brush for my distressing. It works fine, and I was going to do this ahead of time, but I figured, it's so quick that maybe y'all wouldn't mind if I just get it done right here on the camera. We're not live, but it does take a minute. So I'm trying to remember if I distressed both like front and back edges. So, but these are really cute. You can stick them in a pocket in the journal, as an ephemera if you make journals, or you can write on the back of these. They're just really cute. kind of a you know, layered effect you get with these. And they're fast. I mean, we're just about done. They're fast and easy, and they look really good, so, you know, why not? I like anything postal related, you know, with postage or any kind of like airmail type thing. I think it's really cool. You really can't put too much distressing on these. You know, if you don't like too much, don't put too much. If you like more, put more, you know. It's all according to what you want to do. Okay, we got one more. I'll show you what they look like before we go any further so you can see real good with the at this point with the distressing. You can probably see it pretty good as I'm doing it, but I'll hold it to the camera in just a second. Okay. You can always add more later. Okay, so this is what we got so far. And we're going to put these stamps out of the way since we're done with those. Let me put the lid on here. I think we're done with that for a minute. And put the lid on this. Move that out of the way for a minute. And so we've got our 3 tags here. Let me turn them so you can see them right side up. And then we will, let's see, next, let's go ahead and put our rubber stamping on. So I've got this is coffee color. It's called coffee. It's the Ranger Archival ink. And so we're going to use this and put it, I pretty much did it two times. This is the Postage, like postmark stamp. I've seen this. A lot of other people have this. I've seen it online a lot in other people's videos. So it's a very popular stamp. And there's no, you know, you just do whatever. It's not anything that you have to be exact about. Just stamp away. I did 2 on the ones I've already done, but I have, you know, if you need more, if you need 3, you can do 3. Sometimes I will do like a half. Let me put my, so I don't want to get, but I'll do like this. I'll just go in the corner, kind of just overlap it like that. We can do that up here too, kind of just like that in the corner, so you get just kind of a, and then we'll do another one kind of over here. So, you know, just whatever you like. I've got glue on there, so I gotta be careful not to get glue all over these, but the back of these. But okay, so we've got, I think this one needs a little bit more because that one came out light. No big deal. It's not anything, you know, you can't do anything wrong with these. Just, you know, you can put more or less of the stamping, whatever, you know, it's all according to what you like. Okay, so we've got our postmarks. Let's put a piece of lace on here now. And I just have some Dollar Tree lace. And we're going to cut 3 pieces of that. And just little pieces. This is about a 1.5 inch piece, I would say. But you can see I'm not measuring. Not really necessary. 3 little pieces, and for anything fabric or lace related, I use FabriTac. So I've had really good luck with this glue, so I really like it. It works very well. It's worth it. A little bit more expensive than some other glues. You can get cheaper glue, but I've tried cheaper glue and I've had problems where I've had to waste half a bottle, so this is worth it. You can use every inch of this glue. Let's put the little jagged part on the inside of this one, wherever you want it. I have it at the bottom of all these that I already have done here, so that's what I'm doing. But you can put it wherever you want. You know, it's just a little project, a little easy project to have fun with, you know. You don't have to think you don't have to really think about it. Just have some fun, you know. And this glue does dry really quick, so that's another thing I like about it. If you haven't used this FabriTac before, I mean, within a minute or two, it's dry enough for you to move on to the next step, pretty much, you know. I mean, and I'm not saying it's completely dry, but whatever you put on there is going to stay on there within a minute or two. Probably don't even need 2 minutes. So we've got our 3 pieces of lace. Let's punch our holes next. So I've got just my hole punch right here. Again, no measuring needed. Just put it in the middle. Got some glue here. I bought wet wipes today for my craft room. I thought, I've seen that in other people's videos, and I thought, well, that was such a good idea. I need to do that. So I was at Dollar Tree today. Got some wet wipes, but of course they're in the other room right now. But I will get them in here. They will be a part of my craft room, hopefully, from now on. I'll have them nearby so I can get the glue off, whatever I need to get it off of or whatever. Clean up something really quick. Okay, we've got our 3 holes. So we're done with that. Now our key tags. I have, I don't have any white ones right now. I just have the colored ones, which is fine. No color coordination here. And I put these on, I think I put the, okay, first, before we put them on, let's stamp them. So what I did with these was I just used my stamp again, and I stamped the stamp on both sides of these key tags. So you have a little decoration on your, and postal related also, decoration on your key tag. No certain way to do it, and it doesn't have to be totally, like, you don't have to get the whole circle on there or anything. It's just, you know, whatever you can get on there looks good. Partial or a whole circle, whatever. It doesn't matter. So you don't have to stress about getting this perfect. You're just having fun. So, okay, that was quick and easy. Okay, and now we're going to put them on here. And there was a little bit of a trick to part of this. I think it's getting the key on the right side or something. So, and I don't remember what it was now. So we may, if we don't do it right the first time, we're going to have to do it again. But we'll see how this comes out. Okay, so you just get your little key tag, spin it around so you have the end, and then you spin it around so you have it in the hole, and then you spin it around until you get it to hang. Trying to remember how I did. Okay, there it goes. See, now it's hanging. You've got your postmark on both sides, so it doesn't matter which side flips over. We'll do it this one. And get it in there. Sorry if I'm sniffing. I'm well, but I have a little sniffle. Okay, that one's hanging. And one more tag here. So I gotta get my fingernail in there a little bit to open it up to get it over the edge. Let's see. Those other ones went on so easy. Okay, there we go. Alright, that one's hanging. Now, if I remember right, it was tricky to get the key. For some reason, it was tricky to get the key on right. So we'll see what happens. I've got 3. These are older keys. This is not such an old key, but as you can see in my, it is a little tarnished, so it is getting old. But, you know, in the 3 that I had done, this was 2 old keys, and then one possibly not. Well, it does look old, but it's a bronze, so it makes it look older maybe than it is. I don't know. But so let's see how we do with the keys, because I don't remember what the trick was, if there was a trick. It seemed like I had to take one off and put it back on because it wanted to go on backwards or something. But we'll see how this goes. Okay, no big deal. I don't know what I was having a problem with last time. It seemed like I had a problem with something and I had to take it off and put it back on, but we don't seem to be having a problem here today. So let's just see if we can get it in here in the hole. It's a little bit hard on the fingernails, but I don't have any anyway, so to speak of. This one's kind of breaking here with trying to work with this, but that's all right. Okay. Let's get that little end in the hole and then you're good to go. Okay, no problem. See, we've got 2 done basically. We might do a little bit more distressing after we get the last key on here. Let's see, where's the end? Okay. All right, no problem. I don't know what was wrong last time, but the keys are on top of the key tag, so you put those on last, and then maybe just do a little bit more distressing if you want. You don't have to, but say you want to distress a little bit over the edges of the receipt and the stamp, you know, the postal stamp. So these are, yeah, this is this one. Let's see, let's go over the edges in between where we overlapped. You could do on the receipt if you want to make that look a little bit older. See how that one looks with the more distressing on the receipt, and this one just has distressing around the edges. So, you know, like I said, just it's whatever you like. You like more, put more on. You like less, put less on. But just a fun little, you know, easy thing to make postal related, fun and easy. So there they are. Let me get this out of the way so you can see them real good. But yeah, I really like these, and they're so easy to make and fast. Really, that was pretty fast. I'll have to look at the video to see how long, when we were done here, to see how long it actually took. I already had the rectangles cut, but that was it. So that only takes a few, you know, seconds to cut your little cardstock rectangles, and then go from there. And you have 3. We did 3 really cute tags here. The back, you can see the back is plain, and they fit in a pocket really nicely. And I think anybody that makes journals or gets a journal would like to have one of these cute vintagey key tags in their journal. Just a fun thing. Okay, we're done. I hope you enjoyed it. I love making these, so I will see y'all next time. Thank you for watching. Good night.